Hey, good evening, Group 3, comprised of Jocelyn, Eddie, Cynthia, and William. This is Shawn from Group 4 with my feedback, my comments on your project so far, your proposed training program project. Number one, I like the format and the slides that you guys chose to go with visually. I think it's like the font, like the warmth of the color scheme. I think that makes a statement, makes an impact right away. Number two, as far as content for your project, I really appreciate that you went with a volunteer organization, and in particular, an organization dedicated to helping build homes for those in need, kind of like a Habitat for Humanity type situation. I like that a lot. In particular, though, the big thing that really struck me that I think is great to do for a project is that you've chosen to focus on the teaching and the training of ethics and values. You call it your code of conduct. And I like that. I think that's a great challenge you've taken up, because in a lot of organizations, it's either neglected or not even done at all. And really, the training of our core values ought to be the first thing any organization, volunteer or otherwise, does. We've got no values, we've got nothing. I think that that's central to who we are as organizations. So I appreciate that as well. Taking a deeper dive into the demographics of your group. Indeed, you preview that it's a very diverse group, and you deliver on that, looking at the participants, both male and female, and when you have it presented that way. Alongside race, religion, and language, I thought it was interesting that you chose to put educational level in there as well. And in particular, a nice little attention to detail that you put into the project was when you have under the profile of the participant named Muhammad, you mentioned that his educational level is unknown to the group. And I thought that was a very nice little detail to put in there, because a lot of people in a group setting aren't going to lead with their educational level. They may leave that unknown to the group for whatever personal reasons they have. So I like that a lot too. So looking great so far. The biggest thing I have for a follow-up and follow-on question for the direction that your group is going would be on the topic of language. I noticed as I looked through, you have a lot of languages: Mandarin, Chinese, Spanish, Arabic as the primaries for a lot of your participants. Most have English as a second language in your group, probably with varying proficiency levels. And I'm curious, particularly for those who are new to the language, particularly interested in how you're going to tackle that challenge and keep it from becoming a barrier to intercultural communication, since that's really the theme of the class this semester. But other than that, it's a great start. I really look forward to seeing the video portion of it as you guys get that spun up, and wish you well from me, Shawn, as well as the whole of Group 4. Wish you guys the best. Thanks.